We are good. Oh, hello, chat. So this is gonna be a bit of a different one because I wanted to take a break just from straight up watching. This music is awful. You know, just take a little break from just every single day sitting down and doing Rosetta Stone because this call this the learn, and I fucking misclicked. This music is awful. Learn, add new scene, game capture specific goddamn window. Ooh. Now it's gonna show up very tiny, so hold up. Or it's not just gonna show up at all. Oh, press F4. Okay, is it gonna show up now? What in the ever-living hell? Game capture. Make a new one. Learn. Add source. Specific window. Learn Japanese to survive the hiragana battle. So clearly this game made in fucking what is it? What is this? RPG Maker. This RPG Maker game doesn't work all too well. Who to guess? The next best step is... I guess I don't need that anymore. Fuck you! And, oh, wait. Oh, I gotta name this stream appropriately. Because I didn't change the fucking stream name. Let's see. Well, I'm not really using Rosetta Stone. There we go. Let me give it the proper game name. Also, I ain't fucking turning in goddamn music. Like, this shit is awful. God, this music is awful. If this music is gonna play the whole thing, I'm literally gonna mute it. I might just mute it. Especially if no one comes in. This game is starting to teach you the very basics of Japanese hiragana. You'll learn how to read and write all the hiragana characters during the course of your adventure. When your adventure is complete, you'll be ready to move on to advanced Japanese studies. For now, let's begin. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, look at all these RPG Maker assets. Brr, it's cold, but it's a beautiful evening. Claire, what the fuck are you doing there, you dumb bitch? Don't you know your mother just died? Oh, Eric, man, it's time. Gotta get the chill out of my bones. Did you not just hear what I said? Oh, well. Oh, it's lovely and warm in here. Much better than being buried in the sunlight. Oh, haha. You know, I can't resist admiring the night sky. You haven't changed much these past few years, Claire. Neither of you, Eric. It's good to know that I can always count on you to come looking for me. You bet. Let's have a drink. Cheers. Cheers. Oh, and then this is the big bad dude, but he's actually only 7. But this is him in his past life. Hello. It's Leon. Why would you name him Leon? He's not a Leon-looking motherfucker. Come on. Mind if I join you for a drink? Yeah, weren't you kicked out of the village? Yeah, it's just a small misunderstanding. The elders thought I stole his prize coin, but I didn't steal them. It's all minus now. We had a good old laugh about it before. But you baked pumpkin pie and gave it to everyone in the village. Exactly, that's baking, not stealing. And I'm not really interested in their backstory. Clear skies, pure white snow around all, simply wonderful. Since I have some errands, I better not tarry. Better not tarry. I don't think I've ever heard that word. Where should I go first? Can I not make my own decisions in life, or? Hey lady. What year is it? Do you understand when I say... Hold up. So that's like... Hold up. I will translate what he just said. I thought the first one was key, but it is not. Hold up. We will respond in kind. Konnichiwa. Is that what that is? And then wa. That's too bad. What? I. Farewell. Sayo. Nada. I can sense it. He's up to evil! Oh! Well, and now the evil has started. This game was made in the RPG Maker. They all definitely know Japanese. You can't do this. I don't see anybody trying to stop me. You couldn't stop me even if you tried. Oh yeah, well, I might not enemy face. You can't understand Japanese, you can't hold dispel magic. Is he talking about the weird words he spoke before? Let's see what you can do against my hiragana words. Oh. The heck are those things? There's no way I can. So I assume this is in, you have to lose battles, so... It's like if I understood my language, but you will never learn Japanese. It's time to finish this. Oh! Well, he did do what he said. It's time to move on to the next Albus village. Sister's just being a dick to be a dick. Came to learn Japanese. Yeah, you just act like nothing happened. Since the dreadful events in the village, Claire, our heroine, has countless hours helping rebuild the village. The mysterious Japanese mage left many of his hiragana warriors roaming in the lands around the village. Claire has come with a plan to defeat them. Okay, everyone. Today is the day we begin to fight back against the hiragana warriors. I spent a long time researching this Japanese language, and we need to learn in order to spell the magic. Once we start learning the language, we can defeat the hiragana warriors that have invaded the land. I sent a letter to the capital asking for help in the challenge of the Great Library, sending us our best scholars to aid, and it looks like she has just arrived. Wearing that. Hello? Hey, you must be Misaki. I'm Claire. Great to meet you. Nice to meet you, Claire. I've been informed about your situation. Thank you for coming to help us. You're very welcome. As you have probably heard, I am Japanese, just like the strange mage that caused the damage here. Just please don't think we're similar. In truth, he is evil, and me, I'm morally ambiguous, so, as you have gathered, the only way to destroy the Hiragana warriors is that he summoned is using knowledge of the Japanese language. Starting today, I will be your Japanese teacher. Thank you, please teach us everything you know gladly. First, let's head inside some reward. Oh my god, there's still more exposition. Let's go, thank you for volunteering. No worries, I don't want to see this town in trouble ever again. All our Japanese have taken on every single one of those Hiragana warriors. Hey, thanks Eric, I know I can count on you for something. You can count on me too. You know, I want to learn Japanese and travel to Japan in the future. Good idea, Leon. Japan is an amazing place full of beautiful scenery and wonderful people. Lovely ladies, I bet. Okay, attention please. Firstly, I'm going to give you a rundown of what we'll be learning. Please pay attention. You want to make sure you have a notebook. And I will turn to a random page. Or just a different page. Taking notes is the first step to success. That means you, player, get a pen and a notebook. I'll be waiting. I got one, bitch. Now an introduction to the language. Japanese language has a unique writing system made up of 3 different characters. The sets are hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Hiragana is the basic set of characters, and by using hiragana, you can form almost any sentence in Japanese. We'll be focusing our efforts on hiragana during the adventure. The other 2 character sets are a bit different. Katakana is used exclusively to represent words from foreign languages, and kanji is a complex character set borrowed from the Chinese picture symbols. Kanji is quite advanced, but learning it is very rewarding. Back to hiragana. There are 46 basic hiragana characters, and each one is used to represent a unique sound or a syllable. You can also make 29 additional hiragana characters by adding small strokes to specific characters, and we will learn this as we go. Learning a new language can be daunting. If you begin to feel overwhelmed, take a break and come back with a refreshed mind. With persistence and bravery, you can learn all the hiragana. Fuck yeah! Remember to take lots of notes as we revise your notes every day, and you'll soon commit all the hiragana to memory. Hopefully learn. Okay, you got your notebook and pen ready? One of the first 5 hiragana words right now. I'll go through every character individually and teach you how to write and pronounce it. At the end of the chapter, we'll have a quiz, so do your best. Hold up. Number... Okay. I'll go through each character individually and teach you how to write and pronounce it. At the end of the chapter, we will have a quiz, so do your best. After the quiz, we will travel outside the village to fight some hiragana warriors. The first 5 characters, known as the short vowels A, I, E, O, and U. As you can see, they're written in above. Let's go through them one by one. So, A. For A is the equivalent of the vowel A in Japanese, except it's pronounced is a short vowel. Let's practice writing it. So, psh, psh, psh. One more time. Now it's your turn. It's a good idea to write the character multiple times. Write it small and large to get it perfect. Here's some tips for you. The horizontal line is slightly curved. You should draw it with 3 characters to separate strokes. And just keep on a... I need to get my tail longer. we go, like that. Again, boys, repetition is key, so this is why I'm fucking... Actually, I'm gonna fill up, like, this whole line. Oh, let me show chat. I'm trying to fill up this whole line with, just A, so, you know, anything you want to do, you gotta get good at doing, and, like, learning something is repetition. And you can never stop learning something, like, this is just a fact. Physically never stop learning. And if you do stop learning, then basically at the end of your life, so you should definitely reconsider your options, especially if you're like 21 like I am. I don't plan to go anywhere for a long ass time, so I might as well get to fucking learn it. Now, albeit a lot of this shit that you might learn, you might have absolutely zero fucking interest in. Like, let's be real. Especially if you're like going to school, you know? If you're going to school and then you're forced to learn like a bunch of like, oh hey, here's the fucking mathematical equation to suck my feet. Like, I just want to suck feet naturally. Why do I have to fucking mathematically calculate how much of your feet I have to suck to get you off? Like, just let me suck until completion, you know? One of those deals. Okay. Oh. And that is an I. And it's just
E.
And that's E. One more time. I like that they showed two completely different pictures. Practice writing the characters. Some tips. The first line is slightly longer. Both lines are slightly curved. And it's not really... This one's so much nicer to write. Okay, yeah, I already fucking filled the line because that one's so much easier. Ready for the next character? Ooh. And now we gotta practice writing again. So, oh, what does my you look like? Yeah, it looks like how I'm writing. I hate that they show whatever the fuck, like this old ass writing this one. It's very weird to look at. writing tips for this one. All characters vertically long. Make sure you tilt the top stroke properly. What is the most right? I can understand what it looks like. I assume O is gonna be the next one? No, E is gonna be the next one. And then this one is also really, really nice to write. It just feels really good to write in. I mean, imagine all of them feel really good to write once you write them enough, you know. And for the last character, oh. Yeah, there we go. last one right. These characters are A, I, U, E, O. That brings us to the end of our first lesson. Would you like to save your progress? Yes, please. You tape setting at one uses from the items you make. Quickly revise the lesson. Okay. How to go through the lesson? Good, I think. It seems like a lot to take in. It's quite a bit of information. Remember, at first, the best thing to do is practice writing and saying the characters out loud. Be sure to get the pronunciation correct, as it will help be a big part of forming Japanese words. I have a couple of questions. I'm happy to answer your question. Before we do a quiz, what do you want to know? Well, so far we have learned 5 characters, but it doesn't seem like we can make any Japanese words using these letters that you give us. What letters we have learned are all vowels. In order to start making Japanese words, we need to learn some consonants as well. You'll learn some next lesson. Misaki, I'm having trouble writing the characters out. They're way different from English letters. What should I do? Practice makes perfect, Leon. The order of strokes is probably the most important part of writing. Later on, you'll be able to review this lesson, so watch the animations once more and memorize the order of the strokes. Any questions, guys? Oh, good play. Thanks, Misaki. Great, let's move on to our first quiz. Oh, I need to quiz you on what you've learned before I send you out to fight Hiragana warriors. I'll make sure you're ready. Okay, here we go. Question 1. What character is A? Correct, well done. What character is E? Well done. What character is U? Well done. What character is O? Oh. Well done. What character is I? You completed the first quiz. Woo! Good job, everybody. Easy. Part of you. I think all of you are ready to challenge the Hiragana warriors to battle. The Hiragana warriors who run the village are fairly weak. Using the knowledge you have, I'm confident you can defeat them. We'll go after the bigger and stronger Hiragana warriors after the future lessons of one step at a time. Let's do this, everybody. Now follow me to the village outskirts. To move your characters, use the arrow keys forward, backward, left, or right. You can use WAS to move. View the options the menu, change the keyboard config. Okay. Let's save, make sure you save all and good luck. How do I... There we go, boys. I see Hiragana warriors nearby. Everybody be on your guard. Oh, well, there was actually none of them. So we got O, U, and A. Let's get them. Yeah, no, Eric. Leon, be careful. Oh, we can't hurt them. Stay back again. Just take them head on. Oh. And Eric and Leon were kidnapped. And he's gone. Wow, even one. Thank you. Oh no, what do we do, Misaki? Stay calm. Listen carefully. Instructions, and we'll be able to take down this one. In order to defeat Hiragana, you have to use our Japanese knowledge to hit them with their matching letter or character. For example, we're fighting against the character A right now. What that means, we need to hit them with the Japanese equivalent character. So letter A, that's it. When it's our turn to attack, select the English command from the menu and find the right letter to use to select attack. If you get the right answer, you blame the enemy. If you want to get the wrong answer, the enemy won't attack, taking the damage. If you keep hitting an enemy with the correct answer in order to defeat it. Got it, let's do this. Misaki said you will only damage the enemy while selecting the correct answers. However, the enemy can damage you much easier, so be careful. Characters have MP and HP gauges. At the bottom of the screen, HP is hit points. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Answer command, you can attack enemies. Select the support command to use support skills, such as healing. Well, that's it? Okay. Fuck yeah. Wow, they actually did a good job. If they could capture this here gun warriors, well, that's quite them. They can't have gone very far. They find the ball. They had no time to waste. Claire, let's take these before we go. Oh, what are these funny shaped bottles? These are popular drinks in Japan. Drink one of these. You're on my day to destroy your health points. Don't be afraid to use it in a pinch. If one of us falls in battle, use one of the revives. They'll bring us back up to fight and restore some HP. Cool, thanks. You can use these or any other items to find in the battle. You can use items by hitting escape and bring it to the main menu. You can also save the game from this menu. Be sure to do so often. Let's go. Could I just not get them back? Like, oh! Oh, so the letter E and O appeared. Well, why is she so slow? Hopefully this kills, damn it. Was really hoping that would kill there. But again, I can't see their HP, so... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh, thank god. Oh, she definitely won't die here. There we go, baby. 25 HP to drain. Is there like a... Oh! Oscillator ain't over here. So I should probably heal her, but... Oh, baby. Oh, what's going on, the floors? Or Michael, sorry, y'all. The music is really loud, so it's kind of mind-fucking me here at the moment. How in the fuck are you doing, Michael? I figured I'd change it up a little bit for today's learning of a language, because Kira is gonna go to work soon, and so I had just enough time to play some of this game, and I was like, well... it says learn hiragana to survive, so this is E and O, by the way, so... I was like, fuck it. Chase bought me this game, like... Damn, when did he buy me this game? Yeah. So Chase bought me this game... I want to say... Damn, he bought me this game a long ass time ago. Yeah, he bought me this game like a fuck long time ago, because, you know, he knew I wanted to learn Japanese, you know, so I was happy to oblige, like, yes, please, I would love to learn Japanese, so, but I just never played it before because I wasn't committed to trying to learn. Dude, hold up. Hold up. Where's the volume mixer? I'm sorry, Chad. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll turn it up for you. There you go, how does that? I'm doing okay. How about you? Thank you, Michael. You know, I'm so goddamn glad you asked, okay? Because yesterday was like the... Oh, that's just a full heal, is it? Okay, seems fair, seems fair. So yesterday's like the first day I went to bed before like 2 in the morning. Which is a genuine surprise. Oh, the letter A has appeared. Like, I've never... you know, I'm not really big on the whole go to sleep thing. It's never been something I've liked, because you spend over like half of your entire life just sleeping, and the letter A has appeared again. And honestly, I'd rather be awake for most of that, considering, you know, I imagine I'm only gonna live to like at least 90, and 90 divided by like 8 hours, like how many hours is that? Like 6? That's like 6 whole hours of my life that I'm just gonna lose, and letter A and O has appeared. So like, why would I want to waste those precious hours? Why would I want to waste 6 hours of my life sleeping? It's just, nah. I'd rather not. But like, so we tried to play, what did we try? I don't even remember what we tried to do yesterday, but I just remember keeping like, well, I'm just gonna go to bed, and then I was just like, fuck it. Because, I mean, I really like playing video games, obviously, but I don't find a need to play a lot of it. Yeah, but like, do we need them? I mean, we could just leave me, Saki, you know? Ah, I don't want them to. I don't want them on my fucking team. Wow, the letter I has finally appeared. Jesus, it's been forever. And like, I don't want to. Like, I get satisfaction from playing video games. I genuinely do. I get super satisfied from playing video games. Just orgasming constantly. But I get even better orgasms when other people are playing video games with me, you know. Mainly because I actually like the people that end the letter O and A's appeared again. No. Since what I really like playing with Ryan, Chase, and Keith, and Will, and Dimitri if ever he gets on, and Isaiah whenever he gets on, but you know, Isaiah's in the military, so he's part of the Let Air Force, so he's not on as often as we are. I mean, he's usually on his phone or something, but again, he has prior arrangements usually, so he can't just fucking be on 24/7. And Ryan is never on because he literally sleeps for 12 hours out of the fucking day, and I'm like, I don't know, you know, I don't know how you do it, Ryan. I don't know how you. I literally. Oh, the letter U is appeared. I honestly don't understand how that man sleeps for like 67 hours. Glad he got some sleep. I used to feel the same way with you on sleep, but I find when I got some good sleep, I enjoy my day more. People can enjoy their days. Every day isn't like a literal hell living landscape. What do you mean? Come on, Michael, fucking don't come in here talking to me about philosophical bullshit. Fucking, what is a good day? I don't think I've ever had a good day in my entire life. Like that one day I had a girlfriend and then the next day she broke up with me. Was that a good day? Probably. The letter U has appeared. Well, I used to not sleep at all until my therapist made me get a schedule and a bunch of stuff. If you don't mind, Michael, if this isn't too personal, what do you have a therapist for? The letter E and I have appeared. Again, if it's too personal, just fucking say, hey, back off, man. Fuck you. And I'll completely understand. Sure. Cause I've been to like speech therapists, but that's like my extent of therapy. Unless you meant like you got fucking sadness problems if you have what's the thing where I know like bipolarism is one, and then there's the other thing where you could be super excited. It makes it a big thing that makes me sad, or it could just be a ton of big things in combinations. Oh, okay, yeah, I completely get it, man. Like, you know, What was I saying? I was gonna say something, you know, now it's gone from my brain. So it's just one big thing, it can be a lot of things that makes up a big thing. See, like, is it like, I assume because, you know, you said you were younger, Michael, and you're still in school, I assume school is not the most help with not being not sad. Hey, this is you. Because I know school is like the biggest thing to make literally anyone sad. I'm not gaining EXP from this anymore. I'm trying to farm until I hit level 99. You gave up on school? Oh, come on. Michael, don't give up on school. Give up on the people at school, you know? That's a better option. Except for like the 4 people that you know, like I do. It's like the only people you can't give up on. Because if you do, who are you gonna have to like fall back on and cry? You know, if you don't like for your buddies, like literally, I gave up on like literally almost like 99% of people in school because this was almost every lady in my school, and I don't mean this to be like misogynistic or like because I'm not saying this to be a sexist piece of shit because I've never had sex. So, joke's on you, but, like, the only ladies I can remember that were in any of my classes, and maybe I just got the shit end of the stick, right? Maybe I just got the really fucking shitty end of the stick, which is possible, but, the only ladies that I had in any, and I will just give you an exact conversation that I remember to this day. So, I was sitting and it was my science teacher, and his name was Mr. Oh, I can't remember. I honestly can't remember his name. Mr. Wilson, that's his fucking name. And we were just sitting in Mr. Wilson's class, right? And we were in the computer lab because we were doing some science project. Fine, whatever. I liked science, so I didn't have any problem with it. And we were just sitting in there, and then there was a fat guy named Paul. There's always a Mr. Wilson. There is always, in every school, there's always a fucking Mr. Wilson. It's like they multiply. It's like the same person, except like you swear you've seen him before in your life, but you don't know where he came from. And there's like a second Mr. Wilson that like shows up in like a different school, but he's got like a toupee that's flipped to like the other side. So like his hair is like this. Like this is like your Mr. Wilson that you know, and he always comes to work and his hair is like fucking slicked back because he's been up till like 6 in the morning grading on your test, and he's like sitting there drinking coffee and he's fucking shaking. And then you get like to their Mr. Wilson, and then his toupee is flipped all the way over to this side, and his toupee is fucking over here, and he's got like a big ass bald spot. I'm talking like right here, like a big ass fucking circle. He's like bald right there, but his toupee doesn't cover it, and it's just like right down here, and his hair is like this. And you swear they're the same person, but like they're like, oh no, we're not, we're not related in any way. It's just a coincidence, but you know that it's not just a fucking coincidence. What was I saying? So yeah, we were sitting in his class. We were sitting in his class in the science, well not the science lab, the computer lab, because we were doing a fucking project for him. I think we were doing Mew, if you know what that is, the symbol for Mew. Not the stupid, what's the fucking thing called? What's that one thing from the Pokemon? Right, Mew. Not the actual Mew, the symbol for Mew, which is like, it's something like that. Mu is what you use to measure the amount of friction on an object. I'm pretty sure you already know that, so I don't need to explain it to you. I even have like a Mew Day t-shirt somewhere in my room over there, and it's pretty cool. I bought it because Mr. Wilson was like, hey, oh, fuck yeah, another level? We're gonna keep doing this, by the way. Oh, what was it? I'm stuck. Okay, no, we're good. And we were just sitting there, and there's a fat Mexican man named Paul, and the reason I know his name is because I used to have a class with him, I talked to him, and he was an alright guy until he started being kind of a dickhead. And I was like, I don't want to talk to Paul no more, you know? I don't want to talk to him, he's just gonna be a dickhead. And eventually all he started talking about was wanting to fuck bitches, and I was like, I don't really care about what you want to do in your personal life. If you want to have sex, keep that shit like behind closed doors. Because genuinely, I don't want to know who you've had sex with, you know? That's not something I've ever asked or wanted to know. This is an A. And maybe that's just me. Maybe if my buddies were out having sex, I'd want to be like, yo, Ryan, give me the deets. Did you like one in the pink, two in the stink? You know, this kind of deal? Like, you know, the showstopper kind of deal where you're like, what are we talking about here? Give me the deets, right? But again, I was never really that close to it. But I get uncomfortably close to people. I'm talking like, within like seconds of knowing you, I'm up in your face, I'm like, and then like I ingrain your scent into my brain. And within like just the first couple minutes of knowing him, or was I saying? Alright, so the story, we were sitting in the computer class, creepy. Listen, it's for your sake. You know, it's not for me. I don't get any pleasure out of it. You know, now that you say it, it might be. This is an E and an O, by the way. It might be a little weird, right? You know, it's definitely not something normal people expect you to do. But I also have no filter. It's something you know when you were being born and then you had those sliders that you got to choose, and then one of them was like sexiness, and then everyone put it at 10, but then God made the sliders fake. So like this slider, like for every second that you're being born, for every month you're in your mom, it like ticks down by 1. So by like the end of 9 months, everyone's a 1. And then that's why we have like hotness scales, because everyone has personal preference, and then you just have to be like, well, she's like a 7, but guess I'll tap that. And then you look at it. But here's the thing: if you're the same gender as someone, you can look at another person of the same gender and like, you could admit like, okay, they're hot. You could like the same gender, you can divvy out hotness scales, you know, just whenever. Like, I could look at fucking... Who's that one dude who played... So the one dude... Did you see Spider-Man Far From Home? The dude who played the antagonist, this is a you, by the way. What was his name? The dude who played Mr. Mysterio. No, I didn't. Fuck. Hold up. What was his fucking name? Was it just Mysterio? There it is. Where is he? This man. Look at this man. Holy shit. This is one fucking handsome man. Like, I don't know if you agree with me, Michael, but like, looking at this man, I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. He's got, like, just look at that profile picture. Like, he could put this anywhere and he would be slaying. Look at him. This one handsome ass goddamn man, he's fucking hot. You can't lie and tell me that he's not fucking hot. Well, you could lie to me, but... He's got like, and his beard is so fucking, I wish I could grow a beard. But, I cannot. I think he's handsome, but he's not my type. You know, understandable. So I know. So you're into. Hold up. Who's that one dude? Hold up. There's another really fucking. From a movie I just. Oh wait, here we go. Here. Okay, hold on. Hold up. There we go. So you tell me this is your kind of man right here. This is what you're into. I mean, look at him. He's just so classy. I mean, he's pretty fucking handsome. The fact that it's not only fucking Spider-Man, but I don't know if you ever saw Spider-Man Far From Home, or Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which is one of my favorite movies. Like the fact that, yeah, I saw that, dude. The fact that Nicolas goddamn Cage played as a fucking Spider-Man is my favorite thing. I love that man. Who does not love this man? Literally the greatest human being. Like I haven't seen many of his movies because I don't actively go out and seek movies to watch. But I do watch, and I'll just admit to it right now, I'm, guilty as charged. I do watch the Nostalgia Critic, because I don't want to go out and watch movies because I don't really care for them, This isn't Ian and I, by the way. Yeah, I just don't have well then. I just don't have a good reason to go out and watch, like, the newest Marvel movie. I haven't even seen, what's the one with Thanos going like that? I can't remember the name of it, but I didn't even watch that one. I just know what happens, but I know all the spoilers from the movie, because it's an E&O, by the way. Avengers, yeah. If that is the name of it, then yes, that one. Like, I didn't even go out and see the Avengers, because I don't know spider people. I only got to movies with friends. Yeah, see, that's understandable. Like, I'll go fucking anywhere with my friends. I know Ryan and Chase wanted to go to a fucking sex shop. I don't know if did we? I've already been to sex shops, man. It's like, it's just, it's glamorous. Like, I get the appeal. I get why you would go to a sex shop. I'm looking around, I'm like, oh, well, ooh. Like, my favorite experience in this sex shop, because I've been to multiple, like, let's come out and say it. I've been in multiple of them. I'm an open book here. I won't fucking yank your dick and then act like it's the rain. I won't piss in your mouth and tell you it's Friday when it's secretly Sunday. What was it saying? Yeah, and my favorite experience, when working in one, that would be the dream. Get discount dildos every fucking time you want to buy some. Fuck yeah. Discount dildos, my guy. Who doesn't want that shit? Working in the back? Oh, I'd be working somewhere. I don't know if you've ever been at one, but I'd be the on display case to like try at your own risk on display. Just be sitting there like spread out, cheeks pulled apart, just full of just on display. What was I saying? And so I went in. Yeah, we'll kill him. Hopefully that'll die. So I remember going in, and it was an old lady working there. And this is when me, Dustin... So it was me, my buddy Dustin, and my buddy Gibby, when we all lived in Kings Bay, Georgia, which is right next to Florida. And we all walked in, and first off, we are not young-looking people. Well, I mean, I don't think I'm that really young-looking. Who knows? Maybe I'm so young that I look old. You know? I got like Benjamin Button disease. And so we walk in, and it doesn't really matter. Any sections that I've been in, when you walk in, you have to show them your ID just so that they can not sell dildos to minors. Because, like, I guess that's bad business. I guess you don't want to sell dildos to minors. Yeah, you can order them online, that's what I'm getting at, like... In fact, like, I don't even know why sex shops even exist anymore, you know? Cause yeah, like, you can, you know what? We're about to find out, Michael. There you fucking go. There you go, Michael. All sex shops are now obsolete. We can just buy dildos on Amazon. There we go. This was it. Trust me, I know. Well, I didn't know that. I've never looked up... Surprisingly, actually, have I? I probably have already looked up dildos on Amazon. I might have one in, like, my basket, like, ooh. That one's pretty. And then, like, I'll never use it. Or buy it, probably, because, like, I don't have a good reason to. That one has sparkles? Yeah, it was, you know. It's what, like, if you see, you wanna know what that one's for? That one's for, have you seen that YouTube video of the police call about that dude whose wife stuck a shampoo bottle up his ass? Or, I don't know if anyone has, I don't know if everyone has seen those wonderful YouTube videos, but it's just like the police call from a dude who's sitting at home, or was with his wife at home, and he, you know, it just starts with the police call, right? And then it's like 911, what's your emergency? And he's like, hey, hello, could you send an ambulance to my house at blank, 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 you know, whatever. And like, sure, what seems to be the problem, sir? And he's like, well, me and my wife bought new shampoo, and while we were showering, she took the shampoo and put it up there, and she's like, and the 911 operator lady's like, what do you mean she put it up there? And he's just kind of like, and he's super sincere throughout the whole thing. I don't remember, but I probably have, yeah. And he's like super sincere, and he's like super quiet, and he's like, you know what? Where is this video? Dong in the sinkhole. What?
911, what?
Hold up. The battle for here gonna shut the fuck up. Jesus, I hate it. Is this the one, or we're gonna find out, Michael?
911, what's your emergency?
There's a bottle of conditioner in me.
What?
Oh, it is this
I
one.
went to a wholesale club and got a really big bottle of Mother Jeffrey's male hair conditioner.
Uh-huh.
We were in the shower and we put it in me, but it went all the way in.
Your wife put the bottle in...
In my behind.
We're going to send an ambulance. Can you wait?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you all right?
Oh, yeah. I was just a little surprised.
I would be surprised too.
I'm sorry, 1 second. Sweetie, can you please get the cat out of here?
The ambulance is about 4 minutes away.
Oh, no, I can really feel it.
Bottle?
I think I'm going to sneeze.
Is that bad?
Hey, it came out. No, where's the...
That is one of my favorite fucking YouTube videos.
911, what's your emergency?
Wait, what is... Dong in the sinkhole. Oh, good, it came
911.
out. Wait, where's the cap? Fucking go.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, so I need a cleanup service and a doctor or whatever.
Sir, are you injured?
I think so, but I can't really tell what's left.
What's left of what?
My wife was in the bathroom, so I figured I'd just go in the sink, and I slipped on my own piss, caught my dong in the sinkhole. I tried to pull myself up and hit the dang switch and got the dispose out turned on.
Wait, what?
I just ground up my own dick.
Are you serious?
I just ground up my own dick.
Oh my god.
The disposal has disposed my dick all over the walls.
Sir, help is on the way.
Oh, ma'am, it's like a Tasmanian devil and buck wild on some spaghetti in here.
Sir, if you can unlock your door, the EMT will assist you.
Oh, man, it's like a slip aside from hell. I'm passing out.
Sir? Sir?
That can't be real. That can't be real. No. It's a Netflix show? Oh. Is this one a Netflix show as well?
911, what's your emergency?
Oh, these are all Netflix shows. I did not know that this was a show on Netflix. That's so... Okay, whoever's writing that Netflix show, you get to keep your job. You get to keep your job at Netflix. With writing like that, you absolutely get to keep your job. It's like a goddamn slip and slide from hell. That is beautiful. I just know of like that clip of my bottle put a bottle of men's hair for thing up in me. God, that's so good. I love that. I had no idea there was because the only shows I know. Do I even know any shows on Netflix? Now I think about it. I don't think about it. I don't know if I know any shows on Netflix, you know? In fact, now I'm thinking about it. So, oh, no. They have some good ones. So, again, I am an anime boy. I think I've firmly cemented myself in peak weeb status. You know, you've hit peak weeb status, and this is how you can tell when you've gone off the deep end. You know, like you're so far past fucked. There's no saving you anymore. How you can tell when you're so far past fucked is when you make a My Anime list account. When you go on My Anime list and then you spend me and Ryan spent like 5 hours of our own personal time just going through and being like, just when you start trying to learn Japanese. I'm trying to figure out if this is an insult. Big thonk. Wait, no. I think that's, you know what? That's a genuine compliment. And I know exactly how you would turn that into an insult. When you start trying to learn Japanese from watching an anime, is being a weeb an insult? You know, that's a good question. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure some people think that's an insult, right? Because doesn't being a weeb have like negative connotations to it? You know? Because whenever you think of like weebs, you think of this guy. Hold on. You think of like this guy. You think about fucking this guy. Like when you think of weeb, this is the first guy that pops into your head. I've seen that exactly. Like when you think of weeb, you're like, well, this is what you. He's living his best life. Yo, like I'm not gonna lie. Like, she's pretty cute, you know? Like, look at her. I see, she's got good eyes, you know? She's got wonderful eyes, and he noticed that, and he looked at her and he was like, this is the lady I want to spend the rest of my mortal life with. So, I mean, I don't blame him. He's living, dude, honestly, I hope he comes home every day. First off, I hope this is a purely non-sexual relationship. Not because I don't want them to have sex, you know? I, in fact, want them to have outrageous sex. But because I would love if this was like a wholesome, nice, like, he never, like, he just married her because he loves her for her personality. I hope he loves her. Dude, I bet he fucking... Oh, I really... Like, I want to know more about him. Oh. But, like, I want it to be, like, a purely platonic love and relationship, and he just comes home every day, and he's like... You know, he walks in the door, and he's like, Tadaima, and she's like, Irashaimase. Or not, Irashaimase, but she's like, you know... Oh, what is that? God, I can't remember, but he comes up and he's like, Tadaima, and then she's like, oh, Genki desu ka? And then, hello, husband, yeah. And then they go and walk over, and then he plants a kiss on her cheek, and then he's like, yeah, and then he's like, oh, how was your day? And then she's like, oh, my day was pretty good. How was your day? And then he's like, oh, work droned on, you know, fucking they're working 60 hours a week. Wait. That wouldn't be very many hours. Working like 107 hours a week. Because, you know, I want to provide for you. And she's like, no, you don't, you know, you can fucking take a break. And he's like, no, I want to do this for you. It's because I love you. And then she's like, oh. And then, you know, he hugs her. And then, like, I would love to see, like, this purely platonic love relationship. It would make me so happy. It would be the cutest thing. Unless it's just me that thinks that it would be cute. But I also don't want to imagine... I also really, really, really do not want to imagine him standing over his 3D wife and he's like... Oh. You know, I also, you know, I really, really don't want to. I don't want that to be the case. You know, it's just that's not something that I want at all to have happen. That's why I would love if it's like a purely platonic love. Sure, but if he didn't love the hologram, why would he marry it? I mean, you bring up a good point, Michael. But, like... Maybe... he could fab to it anyways? God damn it. He's jerking off to his goddamn wife. Now I gotta... Now I have the mental image of him jerking off to his wife. God damn it. It's the last thing I wanted to imagine today. A fucking... Nothing wrong with it. Hey, I know... Well, hold up. I agree there's nothing wrong with it. You know, he's living his best life. Wait, do you think he... So, in that article it said he's never cheated on her. Well, of course, because how would you cheat on her, you know? But how would you... How do you determine... How do you determine cheating, you know? How do you determine cheating on a hologram? Cause like, what if he just wants to look up like porn, you know? Like, what if he wants to jerk off, you know? Does he jerk off to Hatsune Miku porn, or does he... How does this work? Like, now I'm... That's interesting. Yeah, exactly. Because what if he jerks off to, like... What's the other girl from that, like, Hatsune Miku 3D girl band? It's like Ram or something? I can't remember what her name is. It's the girl with like orange hair and it's like super short. It comes down like here. She's kind of cute. If that rings any bells. I don't know. God damn it. Yeah, but like, what if he's on N hentai and then he goes up and he's like, Rin is the blonde one? Oh. Well, fuck. I clearly need to go jerk off to more Hatsune Miku porn because now it just looked like a fucking buffoon. But yeah, like, what if he finds, like, really good porn of her on... What if he finds, like, really good porn of her on N hentai or his most frequented hentai site? That could just be considered sex? But is it sex? Because he has his actual 3D wife. But, like, you can so here's the thing, like, you can... I remember looking this up, and, like, it's not uncommon for a dude to just be like, well, I just want to, you know, a dude just wants to jerk off, you know? Some guys literally just want to be like, well, I just want to... I understand I have a wife, I have, you know, a girlfriend, but there are times where you're just like, I just want to beat my own meat, you know? So, like, I don't know if I would consider that sex if he's just looking at porn and, like, just sitting there jerking it, because sometimes you just want to... Sometimes you just want to feel your own flesh, you know? It's like if you had a clone. True, but if it's a hologram... Oh, god damn it, that's where we're getting into, like... We're getting into, like, are holograms considered fucking people at this point, you know? Do we consider holograms people? I mean, if you can marry them, then I think legally they have to be people. Oh. But yeah, like... Well, I mean... You can marry objects and dead people. You can't. Can you marry... What the fuck do you mean you can marry dead people? Posthumous marriage? Or necrogamy is a marriage which one of the participating members is dead. It is legal in France and similar forms are practiced in China since World War I. France has had hundreds of requests each year, which many have been accepted. Anyone in France who wants to file for a posthumous marriage sends a request to the President of France. So you gotta send a personal. You have to fucking. Yeah, you have to email fucking President Trump like, Mr. Trump, I would like to marry. That's awesome. Who forwards it to the Justice Minister, who forwards it to the prosecutor of the surviving member's district. If the couple had originally planned on getting married and the family on the deceased approves, the prosecutor sends an application back to the president. One out of every 4 applications of the Boston marriage is rejected. Might just mess around and send a request to the president of France to marry my dead crush. Dude, fucking just do it. You know, you don't live there, but like, you can still get married. Do you have to be a French citizen to do this? Legislation? Wait. I don't know if you have to be a French citizen to do it, though. Requests also include... Here's the reason. The primary reason for apostate marriage in France is to legitimize children that the woman might have. It is also done for emotional reasons. Polygamous spouses usually prefer to keep quiet about posthumously marrying. However, a recent spouse named Christelle Deschamel wrote a letter to the New York Times to let people know that they have had an option of marrying lost loved ones. Deschamel described that marriage is perfect and stated that it remained in the spirit of a wedding. The living spouse inherently becomes a widow or widower. Posthumous marriage will also bring the surviving spouse into the family of the deceased spouse, which can create an alliance or moral satisfaction. The surviving spouse is also subject to impendence of marriage that result. Posthumous marriage also shows the strength of an individual to overcome the fiance's death. Article, whatever. Okay, but here's the thing. What if... like... Hold up. Hold up. Look, this is for research purposes. Necrophilia is illegal in France and similar forms are participated in China. Since World War I, France has had hundreds of requests each year. Oh, posthumous marriages. Wait, it said it happened in the US? Where? In 2009, a posthumous marriage ceremony was held in Bottville, Illinois for Annie Hopkins, who had died of a spinal muscular atrophy. Annie Hopkins had said that she wanted a wedding celebration instead of a funeral. The wedding celebration was open to the public and was a fundraiser for Annie Hopkins Foundation Scholarship Fund, named after her. Since there was no apparent groom in this marriage, it was better classified as a wedding-themed funeral. Oh, come on, you fuckers. Literally couldn't find a throwaway husband? Come on. Well then. France has more of its share of old crazy laws. Here are the weirdest ones. Number 1, it is illegal to carry live snails on French high-speed trains unless they have a ticket. Bait. It is illegal to fly over or land flying saucers in southern French town or the Château de Papy. De Papy. Okay. It is illegal to kiss whilst the train is at the platform. This old law apparently introduced at the request of rail chiefs in order to prevent the Armoise French from delaying the departure of the train. All kissing on the platform must be done before the train's arrival. It is illegal to have unlimited self-service ketchup in French school cafeterias. In 2007, French authorities banned it along with unlimited mayonnaise and vinaigrette salad dressing, an effect to promote healthy eating amongst kids. However, the red stuff can still be served in certain meals such as chips, France is renowned for being a health-conscious nanny state. Even wow, why the fuck do you? What the fuck? Why you call it a nanny state? What kind of like you're really like throwing some shade here? Oh, you know that fucking health-conscious nanny state. Baguette-eating pricks. Let's see. French law requires that 40% of the music played on private radio stations must be French in origin. Pig owners can't call their colons Napoleon. Colons? I don't know what that means. A mayoral decree in the tiny northern French village of Les Hioles obliges a minimum level of politeness in town hall. Oh. I would absolutely get kicked out of town hall. I'm polite. I'm not polite and nice to literally everyone, but I have a sailor's mouth on me. The rules say you can be tossed off the premises if you don't use basic social graces like hello, thank you, and goodbye. Well, that's just being a fucking nice person. Like, you can't really... There are people in this world who are just dickheads to be dickheads. So, I see why they would implement their law. It's illegal to drink any alcohol at work except wine, beer, cider, pear cider, and fermented honey drink called hydromel. Why? It is legal to marry a dead person, yeah. It is legal for French parents to prevent their adult children from getting married. Under a law that dates back to the Napoleon Bonaparte's day, the rule says parents can file a statement of opposition for any reason. This actually happened in 2010 when a Frenchman's family stepped in to block his marriage to a Chinese woman. That's fucked up. You shouldn't be able to... That's fucked up. I hope he immediately left. Like, went back home and beat some fucking sense in his parents. Everyone must have a bailiff at home in case the French king passes with his horse. Now, given there are no longer French kings and the current president does not travel by horse, this old law is pretty defunct, but also good to know these days. You can write a check on toilet paper or any kind of paper unless your bank manager refuses to accept it, which he probably will, to be fair, but you would be within your rights to point out that you don't actually need a checkbook. French law allows you to be divorced if you smoke too much or interested in football. Now, this is a law that we need. France's legal code obliges spouses to be faithful, and if they aren't, it is grounds for divorce. However, infidelity can also be intellectual, as well as physical, meaning excessive smoking, playing too much football, spending too much time with local bishops, and phone sex can all be grounds for divorce. You're goddamn right they could be. A woman needs permission from the police to dress like a man? So that's why Parisian women still wear skirts and high heels in the winter. They just can't face going to the prefecture de police to ask permission to wear jeans. You could revoke that law. Bins and ashtrays are lethal weapons. At least that's according to the penal code in France. So let's all give thanks to rubbish collectors whose job is clearly up there with bomb disposal units in terms of danger. Wow, I learned a whole hell of a lot right now. And now I'm even more interested in going to France. Like now I'm gonna make my mac and cheese and nobody's gonna fucking stop me. Interesting, dude. I agree. I love hearing about all the fucking weird laws in the world. Cause there's a lot of them are genuinely interesting, which is weird. Like we have one here in Texas. I might biff this a little bit because it's been a while, but the law is like if somebody if somebody like, well, it's like, if somebody takes your horse, you have like legal tender to shoot them. So like if somebody just walks up and takes your horse, you're legally allowed to just kill them. It's like an old law, yeah, but it's still a law that exists, and it's not like been revoked or anything. Makes sense to me. But what if but what if I was just borrowing your horse, you know? What if I had every intention to bring it back? I was just like, hey man, I'm gonna borrow your horse so I can go to the fucking brewery and get it all some fucking brewski, and then that wouldn't be taking it though. I mean, I guess you're right, but hold up. That are still active, okay. Don't show your stockings, hold up. Wait, in Texas you cannot shoot a buffalo from the second story of a hotel. No dumpster eating. Do you know that you can totally go to jail if you eat out of your neighbor's garbage? In Texas, you can be considered legally married by publicly announcing a person as your wife / husband by saying it 3 times. No. No. Don't do it, Michael. Don't do it. No! Michael! You can still turn this around, Michael. You don't want to do this, Michael. Oh, I don't know if he's gonna say it 2 other times. Ready to, Michael, listen. Oh, well, that's it. Looks like we're married now. Yep. I spelled it wrong. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. No, I just want Ancestry.com. The real Texas way. Great, we found 2,256 records for Brandon Davis. Oh, I have to sign up for their fucking... I don't care. I wanted to... Generator, there we go. Well, of course! Who else is gonna be the other witness? Besides God himself. Officiant of the church? What is an officiant? Country Rowan. There we go. Hold up. There you go. We've done it, boys. The real Texas way, it's official. I do certify that Brandon and Michael were united in marriage on the 33rd day, the 33rd day of December of 2019. Peter's file, myself, and God, given under the hand of this 33rd day of December of 2019 by Bob Donson, the Pastor Ploops, 100% against God's will. No, the person's filing, whatever, record that the 12th month of the 33rd day of 2019, it's official by Kim Davis and Rowan Davis and the Kim Davis and Chief Davis Davis clerk. There you go. Beautiful. This is, yeah, again, this is how you, this is, look, God was attending the wedding, alright? Literally invited him, and if that bitch doesn't show up, I'm gonna fucking throw hands, alright? If he does not show up to my marriage, I'm literally gonna throw hands and then divorce my wife. Not because I hate her, but because I made a promise that if God didn't show up, I'd have to legally divorce my wife, you know? Not because I hate her, that would not be the case at all. Look, I don't... Thank fucking God, I don't want to listen to the fucking dialogue. One thing that most people will come to learn about me really quick is that I hate reading a lot. Well, I don't hate reading a lot. That's false. I hate reading a lot of... Hold on, what's the right word I'm looking for? So, you know, text-based adventure games? Before we brave the dangers outside the forest, let's head back to town and regroup and get ready for another study session. Like, everyone, do you have your notebook and pen ready? We're going to learn our second set of Hiragana characters. There's 5 new characters to learn in this lesson. Thank you. I'll go through each character individually and teach you how to write and pronounce it. In the end of the chapter, we'll quiz, so do your best. The characters we're learning in this lesson are Kakikukeko. I don't know how to read. That's alright. See, that's why I don't type in chat. I'm a purely talky boy. I only use my voice. So I got you, Michael. Don't worry. Notice how these are similar to our vowel sounds. You pronounce these syllables with a hard K in front. Yeah, Kakikukeko. Nah. Wait, they didn't even quiz me. I'll pronounce each one as we go to the right idea. These characters rarely commonly used in Japanese, since each character represents the syllable instead of a single letter. So. Okay, we have enough space. Oh, my fucking nose is itchy. Hold up. I'm gonna go blow my nose and itch it off camera and then use the restroom. I'll be right back, Michael. I believe in you to keep your... Oh, Jesus Christ. have returned. What happened? I'll be right back. Gonna get some food. Fuck yeah, dude. Go get some food. Oh, so the first one is duh. Let me put this over here for a minute. I never practiced writing yet. Yeah, I know. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Actually, I don't know if I have enough on this fucking page. Hold up. Oh, welcome back. I got some fucking chocolate ass cake right here, cause oh. Oh. Oh wait, what? You draw 3 characters and pay close attention to the line's tilt. Please make sure to place a 3rd stroke in the right place. Don't fucking tell me how to stroke. Come on. What's your favorite food? There's so goddamn many. You know what the most ubiquitous food and that you can turn it into the most things and goes good with like any meal? And this is not because I'm an actual weeb, but I could honestly eat rice with every meal. Like rice just it doesn't taste like many things, but you can put like so much flavor into it, you know? That's like one of my favorite foods, but like if I had to pick like an actual food, like a real food that you could eat as like a whole meal, I'd have to say hold up. Like that. Yeah, if I had to say like an actual meal that I could eat day in and day out, or just any specific kind of food, it would easily have to be Easily. It would easily have to be some fucking chicken sandwiches. Like 100 goddamn %, just a fucking like a good ass fucking spicy chicken. Just a fucking good ass spicy chicken sandwich, my guy. Like, but it has to be juicy. Yeah, that's why you get like the spicy chicken sandwich. Because even if it's not like super juicy on the inside, like especially so the ones I'm thinking of, because this is the only fast food restaurant, or one of the best fast food restaurants in my opinion, and they make the literal best spicy chicken sandwiches. Is drumroll please, because well actually I don't need a drumroll, you already know the answer. Unless you don't have this fast food restaurant where you live, but I would hope that you do. I don't know if I ever asked you where you currently live, but I assume it's Texas as well. That's why you're here, because all Texans gotta stick together, even though, you know, I'm not a natural born Texan, I'm just kind of like a pseudo Texan, but fucking Chick-fil-A. I'm not gonna lie. Chick-fil-A is one of my Is my... I live in Minnesota? Well then. Do they have fucking... do they have Chick-fil-A's in Minnesota? I've never been to Minnesota. Isn't it like that? Yeah, they do. See, there you go. Fuck yeah. Also, that's wrong. That drawing right there is... Yeah, that's not right at all. That is correct. This one, this hiragana symbol right there is correct. Never had their chicken sandwich though. What do you mean you've never... What do you get when you go to fucking Chick-fil-A? It's literally all chicken. What do you get when you go there then? Because now I need to know. I've only ever been twice. Okay, well... Fair enough, you get a pass then. I was gonna say, because fucking my buddy Brian and Chase and I assume Keith as well, we've all had Chick-fil-A basically every single day of our natural born lives. That might be a joke. Because, and my dad, and like my entire family, like the reason I need to get fast food. Yeah, I just gonna eat whatever mom and dad bring home. But I would love to. See, I want to eat like really healthy, but here's the thing. I'm already very underweight, you know? So like the fact that like I'm already super not a healthy weight doesn't really incentivize me. You can eat healthy and eat a lot of calories, just eat white meat. What is considered white meat? Because I know there's like white meat, dark meat, red meat, and I know red meat isn't exactly... I know like red meat's not like the best for you, but... Things like fish. What do you mean? But fish isn't considered a meat. Look it up, that's actually not a lie. Fish isn't considered meat. It's like one of the very few things I know about anything. In fact, hold up. Why fish no meat? Fish meat is called fish, just like how chicken meat is called chicken. Fish has red blood. Some put fish into different categories since they're cold-blooded like alligators, snakes, and foods. They're also made of meat. A true vegetarian won't eat animals. Let's see, hold up. In produce part of a vegetarian, you wouldn't expect to find any meat in an animal. It's hotly debated. Yeah, cause like isn't like to be considered a meat you have to be in the air or the land. You can't be like some weird sea animal. Fucking stop! God damn it! Me. I can see why that would be hotly debated, because if it turns out that, you know, fish is equals not meat, then... Okay, here's the thing. Like, let's say you want to go vegan, right? And you just, because you love the animals, even though it doesn't matter if, here's the thing, it doesn't matter if you don't eat the animals because somebody else is still gonna eat the animal, you know? Also, here's another thing. You know, keep this between you and me, Michael. I looked it up and it said it's just vegetarians that want to eat meat. Yeah, see? Like, here's the thing. The animals are going to be eaten. You know? Like, let's say we didn't have, like, fucking meat packing plants and we didn't fucking, like, kill our meat to put it on the table and then, you know, fucking feed it to our siblings and whatever and whatnot. Like, cows don't have the best, if any, defense mechanism. You know? So, here's the thing. An animal would just eat that cow because the cow can't fight back. It wasn't really, you know... And I guess that's why the cows would stay with the bulls, because the bulls have horns, and then they'd be like, oh, protect me, big bad, from big bull. Oh, and then I'll fucking have your children. Then the bull's like, well, I mean, if you're gonna absolutely promise to suck on my penis, then fuck yeah, I'll protect you, obviously, but still. Like, some cows are just not gonna be able to make that cut, you know? There's gonna be, like, some less sexy cows out there. You know, it's just inevitable. And so, like, if we didn't eat them, then the animal would just eat them. And then, like, are you gonna get mad at the animal for eating that cow? I could be all wrong here, but, you know, I don't think I'd be mad at an animal for eating another animal. I'd be like, well, he just wants to be alive, you know? What am I... Oh, who am I to judge? Isn't it like that? Yeah. And that's why I would never and can never be a fucking vegetarian or a vegan, because I think there's benefits when it comes to health. I agree there, but it's annoying how some people get when it comes to feeling better than others. Yeah, see, I don't like to feel like I'm better than people. Like, I genuinely don't like that. I will actively go out of my way to make other people look better than me in almost every single scenario, because I'm a firm believer that, like, I want everyone to live a better life than me, you know? That's not saying that I have a bad life. I have a very good life, and that's why I want other people to have a better life than me. And so, like, if I can give people that, like, confidence boost, it's like, hey, like, I haven't been complimented in, like, 6 years, and I come along and, like, damn, dude, you look really hot, you know? Give them that confidence boost to go and want to do the things that so, like, my buddy Chase wants to, like, get into programming, right? And it's tough getting into new things because, you know, it's very daunting at first. When you get into something new, like, I could fuck up, and then I'm gonna get yelled at, and then yada yada yada. And there's just a bunch of bullshit when it comes to getting into really anything. But, you know, I always want to, you know, push people to be the best them that they want to be, because it's what I like to do. It's the thing that brings me great joy in my life is seeing the people that I know and that I love and that I cherish, is seeing them happy. If I can fucking make anybody I know genuinely smile even once throughout the day, that it is a successful day, you know? Like, I win. That day is I've conquered that day. Get fucked, you nerd, you know? And I like that. I like being I like being the one who, you know, makes people want to be the best them that they can be. Isn't it just like that, or? Because like that's what I think it's all about. It's just if I can actively make people's days better, I should actively try and make people's days better. Not because I think you're a good guy. I genuinely try and be a very good guy, because when I was growing up, I was a fucking dickhead. So when I was growing up, I was just rude to like everyone, you know? I just had like a lot of anger in me. And I don't even know where, like, even to this day, like, I don't know why I was so angry, because, like, mom and dad are still married, and, like, they love each other, and even back then, you know, they were still married, and they loved each other, and then I had a brother and sister, and they're good people, and I love them. I love my brother even more now, because, you know, we stopped fucking fighting and bickering, and we were eventually like, man, why are we fucking mean to each other? And then we just got to know each other even more, and then that's... Now every day when we text each other, it's always like, what's up, bitch? You wanna suck my cock? And he's like, oh yeah, daddy. Bend over and let me suck on your giant wiener. And then I'm like, and I suck at his pee-pee. You know, there's just things like that. Same with my cousin Isaiah, and that's why I love him so much. And same with my friends, like, again, there's really no boundaries that I will not cross. Mainly because they will be crossed by accident at some point, because I'll completely forget that you didn't want me to say that thing, and then I'll say it, and then you'll be pissed. And then I'll laugh. Because I'm always like, oops. What was I saying? Oh yeah, see, when I was growing up, I was just really angry all the time. You know, and I didn't have any good reason to be. And that's why, you know, I would make friends, like, I would make friends, and then if my friends did anything wrong to me, like that, you were no longer my friend. And when I was growing up, I was and you might not believe this, but when I was growing up, I was an actual bully. I know, really, really hard to believe. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. And when I was growing up, I was a genuine bully. Like, there was a kid whose name was Oni, and his middle name was Juan, because Star Wars had just come out, and so his parents named him Oni Juan. I think you get the reference. So I won't say it again. And me and him were like the best. I'll show you what it means. Firstly, I'd like to save your progress. Yes, please. Yeah, and he was like, there's an amazing feature in here got a writing system called the Dakuten, the Ten. Dakuten are the little symbols that look like the above image. What are these little characters used for? Well, when you add them to another hiragana character, they make an entirely new sound. Ka plus that equals ga. For example, take ka, add the Dakuten marks, and you get ga. Wow. You see how hiragana you already know with the Dakuten symbols attached. You'll know how they need to be pronounced a bit differently. Any hiragana that starts with a K will turn into the symbol with a G. Oh. The G sound is always pronounced with a hard G. Don't be tempted to pronounce it like a J, so it's ga. I'll go through our 5 new characters and show you what they become of the new Dakuten. Yeah. So, yeah, when I was growing up, and I had a friend named Oni, and we just call him Only for short. And me and him were fucking really good friends, and I don't know where he is now. You know, I hope he's doing fucking really good. But so me and him, we were the best of buds, and we were hanging out. And then one day, I don't even know what he did, but one day he just fucking pissed me off, and then I just hated him for whatever reason. After that I was like, well, I hate this kid now. I'm gonna fucking start bullying him, and then I genuinely started to bully him, and then I was his bully, and then what's the thing? And like, I still don't know why I fucking decided I was like, you know, I'm just gonna bully him, because I don't know what he did wrong to me. And again, if I could go back now and apologize, I'd be like, you know, oops, I'm sorry. And I'm pretty sure I know the exact thing that made me change as a person, because, no, I'm a firm believer now that, that everyone, and I mean everyone, deserves a punch in the face, you know? Everyone needs that fucking wake-up call in their life. And it could be many things. It could be an emotional punch in the face. It could be just a physical punch in the face, which might be more effective for some people. In fact, a lot of people that I've seen, I'm not like, man, you know, maybe if they just got fucking punched in the head, they'd quit being pieces of shit. But yeah, so for me, my punch in the face, and, you know, I'm very glad it happened, and I'm very glad for the outcome of what happened. So for me, I was in middle school, and we came home one day. And we came home one day, and, you know, Uncle Chris was there, and I love Uncle Chris, and, you know, he's a fucking cool guy, and we were like, oh, hey, Uncle Chris, what's up? And he's like, hey, boys, you know, we got some bad news. And he was like, okay, what's wrong, Uncle Chris? What's up? And then he was just like, your mom's in the hospital. And then, you know, you never want to hear those words ever at any stage in your life, you know? Those are not words that any man, woman, or child wants to hear about anybody they know in any way, shape, or form. And then we were like, what do you mean she's in the hospital? Like, why would happen? She's a nurse. She should be in the hospital, you know? And he was like, well, I got a call from your mom's hospital, and it says, you know, one of her lungs has been punctured. And then, you know, Uncle Chris, like, babysat us, and I just remember sitting, and, like, that was, like, the point in my life. You know, I was super sad. I was just fucking crying my eyes out, and I was, like, praying to God that he wouldn't fucking take my mom away. And again, I'm not, like, a super religious person, so I was basically just praying, because, you know, why not? I don't actually, that might be a lie. I don't even know if I prayed. I was kind of, like, really sad. I don't know if I would have had even the energy to pray at that point. But I was just really sad, and I was just at home, you know, it was me and Jacob, because I think Kira was here in Texas at the time. No, Kira was there. And I was just, like, crying my eyes out because I didn't want my mom to, you know, up and no longer be my mom anymore, because I love her. And, you know, I was just like, it was at that point that I realized, like, that was my punch in the face moment. Cause I was like, if life can be taken away from me, and anybody if life can be taken away from me at any moment, why, and bad things can happen to anyone, why am I gonna be mean to people, What the fuck is it? I'm sorry you and your family went through that, but I'm happy. Was able to change, like, hell yeah, man, like, I wouldn't change anything in my life, and I don't feel like anybody should change anything in their life. Like, I would hate if I could go back in time and fucking make me not me, because if I didn't have that punch in the face moment in my life, oh, and you not gotta apologize, man, fucking, you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't fucking stab my mom in the lung on accident, because she has fucking back problems. I don't blame you. You don't gotta say sorry for that. Yeah, like, that was my punch in the face moment where I was like, anybody's life could just end because of an accident or because of something malicious happening, and I don't want to be mean to people anymore. And then that was like my wake-up call. And it's a pretty rough wake-up call. Again, the emotional. Yeah, I just wrote that one down. Oh, I guess I should doggy googie. Again, the emotional punch in the faces are always the one that'll get you more than, like, I think I might be going through my punch in the face moment. Yeah, probably. Again, you never really know what it might be. And again, it'll, everybody's punch in the face moment will do something, a little different for them, because we're all different and we can't really, we don't really know what's going to happen with our life. I don't know what's going to happen with our life. I know what I want to have happen. And that is what I am striving for. So, I want to be a comedian. I want to learn Japanese, and I just want to be able to get on any, I want to be on a platform that lets me make people happy, because I like doing that. And, like, nobody really knows what's going to happen, and your punch in the face might make you a more bitter person. It might make you a happier person. It might, it's like it's like one of those Bruce Wayne things where he saw his whole family die and then he got super depressed and then fucking went and now he's fighting crime. Like, yeah, anything could have happened. He could have, like, been sad for his entire life, and then he would have just cried in a corner, and then Alfred would have had to fucking baby him even more. And then I've learned that now that I got past my punch in the face moment, though, I realized that it's never good to, because this is also something I've been really good at, is I don't want to stay sad forever. I feel that there's a time and a place to mourn, and a time and a place to be sad about. I didn't know you wanted to be a comedian. Yeah, dude, fucking, I want to be a comedian, or a YouTuber, or a Twitch streamer. I'm gonna be on the radio. I'm gonna, like, I have many goals, and I have applied to be on the radio. I have a YouTube channel that currently I'm not uploading much to. I'm just uploading, like, the streams too, so that I can have them for later, and I want to edit them at some point. Again, I'm coming here on Twitch because a lot of people come here and then they see me live and then they get to, watch me do what I do in person, And they're all like, wow, he's fucking actually as crazy as he is off stream that he is on stream. He lives a very fucking weird life, and I'll be like, yup, that's me. And I'll laugh at them like, ha, gotcha, fucking clickbaited nerd. What was I saying? I mean, like, I don't want to be sad for long. Like, you know, it's always good to, if you're going through something, it's always good to look at your situation from an outside perspective. And it's always good to get an outside perspective from someone. So if you're going through, like, a hard time, it's always good to step back, step out of yourself for a minute and be, you know, and just evaluate all the things that happen. Like, you know, step out of yourself and look at yourself in the third person. Like, pretend like you just don't know who you are, and like you're just some random person coming up and telling your story. And most people, myself included, when you tell me a sad story, first off, I'm a big baby. And if you tell me a sad story and it's about yourself and I know you and enjoy your company, and you tell me a sad story about yourself, I will genuinely cry and I will get super sad, and I'll probably be even sad. I will probably be just not as sad as you are if it's just something really sad, but I will cry and I will be very sad because I can't help it. I got fucking literally like the waterworks sprocket like in my head. You know, it's like the little sprocket that your brain turns to like let tears out. It's always like dripping. It's all like, and he's got like his finger, he's got like his hand over it, and he's just like, I just need an excuse, motherfucker. Just give me one excuse. And like as soon as anything sad happens, he's just like, and then he fucking, and it spins, and then all the water works every time without fail. I promise you. Kage go. You know, and then most people will sympathize with you, and then they'll be like, yeah, I know what you're going through, and then crying isn't that bad. Oh, no, I've resigned myself that, you know, oh, that's already over with the study lesson? Okay. Yeah, I don't think crying's a bad thing. I think probably, you know, the most manly men are the ones who can admit faults, and the most manly person is anybody who can admit when they're wrong, take responsibility for it, and show their feelings. Because if you don't, you know, it's like nobody isn't gonna know what you're thinking until you tell them. You know, I don't know what you're thinking until you tell me. You could be fucking literally sitting there doing literally anything, and then unless you tell me what it is you're thinking, I'll never know. And that's the exact same thing in real life. Like if I'm talking, and this is why, you know, whenever if my mom calls me on the phone, where do I put my phone? Huh. Oh well. Is it? Well, that's gone. It's probably downstairs, maybe. Again, I'm gonna end the stream here in a little bit. You know, I'll just finish this little rant because I've been going for 2 hours, and Kira's gotta get ready for work because she leaves at 1. She's gonna shower, and then Boss Baby's gonna wake up. And so I gotta get ready to watch fucking my nephew. What was I saying? What were the words I was saying? Oh yeah. You should always be the ones that wants to admit when they're wrong, and I will admit when I'm fully into, you know, making. I will come up with any. What is that? That is call. I believe. Well, let me put my cheat sheet away. I will come up with any reason that. What? Oh, it's key. Oops. Yeah, I will come up with any. This one's key. I clearly. Oh, I put the fucking umlauts. I didn't even pay attention. God, this one's called. I will come up with any reason for any situation that I am the one at fault. I will do it every single time. If I'm in any group project, any group activity with multiple people, I will actively think of how that this is my fault, and I will fucking be the first to admit that, yeah, so K is this, because that's K, with 2 umlauts it's K, And I will actively admit that it is my fault that other people don't feel as bad for themselves for not, for us fucking up. And I will want to be the one that is head first, and I'm always like, I fucked up. It's me. Fucking. No, I'm the one who did it. Well, we'll save here because this will be the end of the stream. And like, I'm not afraid because it's like, well, I obviously am afraid, especially if I did fuck up and then I'm like, oh god, I'm about to get my ass beat, about to get them cheeks clapped. But it's I want that to happen because I'll learn from it and then I'll not make that mistake again. Actually, I will make it again, and then I'll get beat again, and then eventually it'll fucking stay in my brain eventually. And, that's why whenever I'm on the phone with like my mom or my dad, especially if it's like a girlfriend or a boyfriend that you have, they don't know what you're thinking. They might say they know what you're thinking, but like, do they really? Does anyone really? I don't even know what I'm thinking at the time. I don't even like use the voice in my brain unless I'm like reading a manga and then I'm reading like a character and I'm always like, oh, he's like a cowboy man, so he's from some like, well, I can't really do it because I can't hit many voices, but oh, he's just like a big cowboy man. He's got like his whip and he's like, shit, he's fucking big cowboy, yeehaw boy. But yeah, that's why I always make sure to tell, any of my family members, any of my friends, I thank them every single time they do something for me because they deserve to get thanked, and I, tell them I love them because here's the thing, I remember looking at this up and like, if ever you've had a girlfriend or boyfriend, one of the weirdest things that, I remember just reading, and it was, I don't know why this stuck with me, but it was like the difference between I love you as a sentence or just love you in a sentence. Because, for whatever, I don't know why I just remember that, but just saying the words I love you, doesn't that make it seem more personal? Because you're saying that I, me, yourself, the person who's in this brain that is controlling this skeleton machine covered in flesh armor, doesn't it make it seem more personal if I'm like, hey, I love you? Just random, not for any good, not because I feel like I need to say it, because I want to say it. Yeah. Or if I'm walking out the door and, wife or girlfriend turns on and she's like, hey, have a good day at work, I love you. And then I'm like, okay, love you. See you this afternoon. Like, anyone can love you. Anything can love you. A dog will love you within 5 seconds of you meeting it, but that doesn't mean it really loves you. So, and they won't know, and that's why, like, that's like, and, that could lead to other things, like, you could get cheated on, and then, because, the person doesn't feel like they're, getting enough attention, or they don't feel like they love you, and then it's like a whole psychological thing, but I don't want to get into that, because that's fucking, like, that's an entire another stream of, like, what the fucking psychology of people cheating is, because it's a whole fucking science of, hey, I don't think I'm getting enough love, and then someone's like, okay, well, what's wrong? And then they start doing it, and then now in their head, they're like, well, this person seems like they're taking interest in me, and now, because you take an interest in them, now they've taken interest in you, and then they want to do it with you, and then it's just fucking, that shit's a fucking mess. People are awful. Everything is awful about us human beings. It's just like, there are very few redeeming factors, except Keanu Reeves. There's nothing wrong with that man. Are you okay? Yeah, of course I'm okay, man. Fucking, this is my life, and this is, like, where my brain goes. And, like, I just have, like, a bunch of knowledge up in my brain, and then I don't really have, like, an off switch. Water in the bottle, wine in the glass. I think it's supposed to rhyme. But yes, I'm okay, but, yeah, like, people are weird, and they're, it's what makes life really fun and worth living, because you're gonna meet a bunch of them, and a lot of them are gonna be fucking pricks, and you're gonna hate them, and you just wish you could walk up behind them, like, one day, as, like, sitting there doing their little desk work, and you could just, they're sitting here, like, and you wish you could just walk up behind them as they're, like, doing their paperwork, and you just look them in the back of the head, and let's say it's your boss, right? Let's say your boss is a fucking dickhead, and, like, they make you work fucking 62 hours on a fucking holiday weekend. and then, or the holiday week, like fucking Christmas. Like, let's say you're working like all of through Christmas Eve through Christmas Day, right? You just want to go up to your boss because, you know, he hates you because you fucked up putting the carts back in because you're a cart pusher. And you just want to walk up to your boss and like give him, you have your resignation letter in hand, you just want to walk up to him and you're just like, as he's sitting there doing his paperwork, and you're like, you know, those kind of people, they're everywhere. And you just gotta live with them because there's nothing you can do. Except you could do that and then that'll lead to worse things, but you don't want to do that because that'll just, then you'll get in trouble and nobody likes being in trouble. Wow. That's beautiful. What was I saying? I'm gonna take a nap when you get off. Yeah, I'm about to end the stream right here because I'm gonna be going for 2 hours and Kira's gotta go to her interview. Okay, so thanks for dropping by, Michael. Fucking, I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you didn't, fucking, I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry that you didn't enjoy the stream if you didn't like it. I apologize and I will do better next time. Will you be streaming later? No problem, by the way. I will be streaming later. I don't know what I'm going to be streaming, but again, now that I got my lesson out of the way for learning Japanese, which I do think this is going to help because, you know, I've been messaging a lot of people on the Hello Talk app, and when they message me in kanji, I have to look over and then, like, I don't know all. I'm going to get better at that, but yeah, I got to stop ranting because I will continue on forever. I will be streaming later. What do I want to stream later? What do you think I should? I got a really fucking cute game. Oh, I got a really cute game. Okay, I know exactly what I'm gonna stream later. Don't you even worry about it. It was cute, so Chase gave it to me. Yeah, but this is the end of the stream because I'll go on forever. Thank you, Michael. I'm excited. Have a good day. Yeah, thanks, Michael. I hope you have a fucking great day as well. And to anyone else who's still in chat, I love each and every single last one of you so goddamn much. Thank you for dropping by the stream. If you liked what you saw, don't tell me because it's a thankless job. But if I did something you didn't like, fucking tell me about it so I can make myself better. I appreciate each and every single last one of you, and I will see you next time.